In this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 habits of successful traders. Hopefully this video provides a ton of value. I think it will. Without further ado, let's jump into the first one. So the first habit a highly successful trader does is they develop their consistent edge over the market. So this can be done through back testing. This can be done through forward testing where you're sitting there watching price action do whatever. You're building a data set. You're building data on your strategy to know it's consistent. The best backtesting software I use to do this is on FX Replay, and there you're able to see everything. You're able to see your win rate, all this stuff. I've talked about this in a video not too long ago, but once you have your consistent edge, you can then move forward to the second step, which I will talk about in a second. But until you have that consistent edge, you are trial and error, right? Everything you're doing each and every day is trial and error. You have to have that edge. Otherwise, you're just going into the market blind pretty much, right? Because you don't have a probability model. You're just going in there and acting off of emotion, or I think it's going to do this, I think it's going to do this, rather than having your edge where it's like, okay, XYZ, I enter this long position, XYZ, I enter this short position. Myself and my other successful trader friends, they all live and breed by their consistent edge, and this edge can be tweaked over time. So one year it may work better than other years, but we're consistently adding or removing or tweaking our edge to grow with the markets, right? Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And in the markets, you can have your same strategy year after year, but you're going to notice you need to make a few tweaks here and there based on the market conditions, right? Last year was different than this year, and this year will most likely be different than next year. So let's jump into the second habit. The second habit backpacks off of what I just shared in the first one. They develop their consistent edge, but then after that, they stick to their trading plan. So the second one is stick to your trading plan no matter what. If you are not sticking to your trading plan, then you are not giving yourself the best opportunity to succeed in this game. Myself and all the other successful traders I know have a trading plan, and they stick to this trading plan every single day. They know exactly what they want to see. They have it written out, or they have it on a spreadsheet. I myself don't have it out in front of me anymore because I've memorized what I look for just from the back testing and from the live testing. I don't have an actual trading plan in front of me, but I know exactly the criteria I look for when I look to enter a trade. If you are someone who has just freshly typed up your trading plan, or maybe you're someone who doesn't even have a trading plan, highly suggest you do if you want to succeed in this game. Then that gives you your probability model, and you find the probability model, you find the data through the back testing that I talked about in the first step. So each step is going to kind of backpack off one another, but they're all equally as important. So once you have your consistent edge and you have your trading plan, you must stick to it. I know so many traders. I had a free group with over 2,000 people. I've mentored hundreds of people. And one of the biggest things a lot of traders fail to succeed at is following their trading plan. And one thing that I used to tell one of my students is when you first make a trading plan, you are going to mess up for sure. You are going to still take trades that aren't to it sometimes, especially when you first make that trading plan. If you have done this, please drop a like on this video. But eventually what I explained is you start to make less and less errors. So let's say you make your trading plan this week. Your goal should be, I'm going to stick to this plan as much as I can. And the odds are you're going to slip up. The odds are you're not used to sticking to that trading plan, right? But what you're going to eventually do is make less and less mistakes, where eventually every trade you take is going to be to that trading plan. And don't beat yourself up if you are new to having a trading plan, that you slip away from it. But make sure you hold yourself accountable and remember, this is not okay. It's okay to mess up, but you have to fix that. Because if you continue to make mistakes without fixing them, then you're not making a mistake, you're just screwing up, right? And you're wasting your own time each and every day. Make sure you got your consistent edge, make sure you got your trading plan, and let's jump into the third one. Many have been asking me what I use to navigate all the ongoing economic news events. The best economic calendar I have been using is over at Fastball. This is one of the best looking news sites I've ever come across that provides the best real-time news to help us traders out. I'm never caught off guard by any unexpected news spikes and feel like I'm always caught up with what's about to come. There's nothing worse than being in a trade and simply getting stopped out because of a news event you didn't see. The website provides an in-depth analysis from the expert analysis over at Fastball, giving the best fundamental insight to help us out with what's going on a macro level with currencies and global events. You can also view the most current and up-to-date 24/7 news around the world that could potentially impact our trades or analysis. And as we know as traders, this is very, very important. As traders, we need to be aware of what news events we have in front of us, especially when we are thinking of placing a trade. So whenever I'm thinking of placing a trade or simply analyzing the chart for that day, I'll cross-reference my bias with the news calendar of Fastball. This will allow me to take the best possible trading setup aligned with the potential news events. If you are interested in checking out Fastball today and their wonderful website, make sure to click the link in the description below. Now, the third habit of highly successful traders is they work out and they treat their bodies very, very well. And you may have heard the saying, I've definitely said this before, healthy body, healthy mind. And this is our machine. What you have is what you get, and you have to make the most of it, right? And a lot of people think that just sitting here all day long is the only way they're going to succeed in the markets. And although this part where you sit at the desk is a very, very important part of the process, especially when you're learning, the other equally important part is making sure that your mind is right and making sure that you are in the best physical shape you can possibly be. Because remember, this is our machine. This is the thing that makes the decisions for us. So if this is all cloudy, this had a bad sleep or whatever it is, you aren't going to perform at your peak performance, right? You're not going to perform at your peak capability. And by extension, you're not going to do as well in the markets, right? So if you're getting poor sleep every single night and you're eating junk food all the time, you're eating fast food, you're not working out, you're a slob and you're just not, you don't want it enough. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're watching this video and you're someone who doesn't go to the gym, you're someone who doesn't go for walks, and you say you want to be a successful trader, you're not going to succeed in these markets. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And one of the biggest disciplines you can have is going to the gym and treating your body healthy. And I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. This can be something as simple as going to the gym for 30 minutes and find a workout plan or do whatever it is, or go for a walk, move your body, do something. And the foods you eat, cut out with the fast food, try and eat as healthy as you can, and try and get as proper rest as you can. I know sometimes people's situations are different. You may have a family, you may have a job that, you just do your best, okay? Do your best, because when I'm talking to you right now, I know you know what you need to cut out, whether it be drinking, whether it be smoking weed, whatever it is. Healthy body, healthy mind. I personally cut out drinking and my trading got so much better. My life got better. I don't smoke weed or anything. And it's just an unbelievable feeling when you're just operating at your best. And operating at your best throughout your day results in me operating my best here, right? And it's crazy how correlated they are. And I'm telling you, if you're someone who doesn't realize this, please listen to me and just do it now. We got 2024 coming up. Everyone's gonna have their New Year's resolution. So just start now. Why do you have to wait for 2024? Please, if you're watching this video right now, this is one of the most important parts, because you know how to trade already. You're doing all the chart work, but please start putting your health first. Put your health first. Make sure you're moving your body. Make sure you're eating healthy, and continue to do what you're doing on the charts. And that is the recipe to succeed in this game. Let's jump into number 4. So number 4 is a big one that I didn't really realize too much until I grew and evolved as a trader. And then I started surrounding myself with other great evolved traders as well. And one of the biggest things that I realized is all of us have hobbies outside of trading. And what I mean by that, it can be anything. It can be going to the gym. It can be playing hockey. It can be starting businesses, or it's just something that doesn't relate to trading that also makes your life better and fun is very, very important to have. Because if you do not have that and you are just totally fixated on this all day, every day, I promise you're not going to do as well than if you had the morning to trade or night whenever you trade, you put in all the work there, and then after that, you go and work on something else. It allows you to detach from the situation, whether you're winning, whether you're losing. It honestly enables you to be as neutral as possible, because there becomes a point with trading where there's a law of diminishing return when you're on here all day, right? Because you're not going to get much better. Obviously, in the beginning phases, you're going to get better, but then you just are what you are, and you have your tweaks and you have your plan, and you're only showing up for the session. And then if you need to back test and stuff, you can fit that into your daily schedule as well. But having hobbies is super, super important. And my trading went to the next level once I had other hobbies, right? So for me, starting this YouTube channel was once a hobby. growing my Instagram was a hobby. Going to the gym was a hobby. Starting my mentorship was a hobby. And with the time that trading allowed me to have, these hobbies turned into businesses, right? They turned into businesses, and now I'm growing other businesses, and I'm just addicted to the process of building stuff, building multiple streams of income with this time that trading has given me, has allowed me. And when I was just focused on trading all day long, I overtraded, right? And then I would hang my head all day on a loss because I wasn't doing anything else to get my mind right. And ever since I started implementing all this, my trading has gone from here all the way to here and continuously going higher. And all the successful trader friends that I have, they all do the exact same thing. Trading isn't them. They just trade to make money. They trade to have time. But trading doesn't define them. They use that time to have other hobbies, to start other businesses, just to make their life better overall. The fifth and final habit is they all treat trading like a business. We all treat trading like a business because it is a business and you have to treat it as such. Trading can't be a thing where you just show up in the morning and that's it. You have to have your data, you have to have your trading plan, you have to practice, you have to do all the work. When you show up on the markets, that's game day. But you look at all the professional athletes and stuff, right? It's their business, it's their job. They don't just show up to the game, they have practice, they work on things, right? And when you're trading like a business, you will put more time into it, appropriate time, that's gonna allow you to get better. And I don't mean sitting here all day, but I just mean taking it serious. And each trade you take has to have meaning. Each loss that you take is a business expense. So look at it that way, right? When you take a loss, it's just a business expense because we don't have any overhead. We don't have employees with this stuff, right? Our losses are our overhead. And it's just a wonderful thing. When you treat trading like a business, you treat it more legit and you put more effort into it in all the right ways. So that is the 5 habits of highly successful traders. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was a great idea and I thought it would provide a lot of value. If you do enjoy the video, guys, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new, it helps me out a lot. And what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.